Okay, I call this meeting of the Finance Committee to order at 7:30 PM, August 24th, 2021. The first thing we have on the agenda is to discuss and vote on Finance Committee minutes for July 27th, 2021. Does anyone have any discrepancies they'd like corrected, or anything they want added, or anything that needs to be in addition to these minutes?
Looked good to me.
Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, then I make the motion that we vote on the minutes as they have been submitted without corrections.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Robin?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
All right, aye. So the motion passes. Now we need to discuss and vote on the reserve funds transfer for the town accountant's salary.
Excuse
You are
me,
receiving.
if I can interrupt and clarify a bit.
Sure.
This reserve fund transfer is not for the salary as such of the town clerk, of the town accountant. It is to cover the cost of closing the books for FY21.
But it's still going into accountant's salary, correct?
It's going into accountant expenses, isn't it?
Because we've got it to be transferred to town accountant's salary for the reserve funds transfer.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood the way it was submitted. Let me give you the whole story in a nutshell, and then we can take from there. One of the functions of the town accountant is to, quote, close the books, unquote. Closing the books means that all accounts from the preceding fiscal year get neatened up and tidied up and submitted to the state. Once the state has approved the books as closed, and what they call Form A has been submitted to the state and they've approved that, then the state certifies the town's free cash. Without closed books and a Form A, the state will not certify the free cash and the town will have no free cash to spend. The secondary function of the town accountant is to keep the books on an ongoing basis during the year. Now, we've just had a resignation from the office of town accountant, and at the time she departed, the outgoing accountant had not closed the books. So we have hired a new town accountant who is in the process of starting to maintain the books for the current fiscal year. But the closing of the books for the prior year is still hanging out there and is a separate job and is not included within the normal job description. In that is a prior fiscal year. It is not the current fiscal year. So the $10,000 cost is for the new town accountant to close the books and make all of the necessary arrangements with the state so that the state certifies our accounts and certifies our free cash. It is a one-time shot because of the peculiar timing. As you can see from that description, the current town accountant will be closing two sets of books in the current year, last year's and the current year's. So it's double duty in a sense, and there is an extra charge for it. That makes sense?
Yes, yes. And we were kind of caught in that lurch because the accountant left before doing that, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Do any of the committee members have any questions in regards to this reserve funds transfer?
I don't.
No, I don't either.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a third of our reserve funds. for the fiscal year.
Well,
But I
let
don't,
me-
but it
let
seems
me
like,
ad- Let me address that. There is almost certainly going to be a special town meeting sometime before Christmas. And at that time, if the free cash has in fact been certified, then the possibility exists that we can reimburse the reserve fund at that time.
well, that would be great. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. Thank you. And I guess with that, since we don't have any questions on it or anything like that, I'll make the motion. A request is hereby made for reserve funds transfer from the reserve funds in accordance with Chapter 40, Section 6 of the Massachusetts General Laws. The present balance in this appropriation is $22,195.03. The amount being requested is $10,000. It is to be transferred to the town accountant's salary, and the appropriation account number is 01-5-135-500-100. The amount requested will be used for paying the town accountant services to close the fiscal year 2021 books and certify free cash.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Rebecca?
Aye.
Okay. All right, the motion is passed. Okay, let's see. I don't believe we had anything else. Does anyone have any business that was not reasonably anticipated by the committee?
I don't.
I don't.
Okay. All right, then I guess we'll move right on to public questions and comments. If there's anybody out there that has a question or a comment, if you could just raise your hand and we'll let you speak. Give them a little bit just to see if, just to hit the button if they want to speak. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody that would like to ask a question or submit a question from the public. Okay, and with that, I guess I will make the motion that we adjourn the meeting at 7:38.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, well, quick and easy tonight. All right. Have a good evening, and I'll get back with you if we have anything that needs to be a meeting at the beginning of next month. If we don't have anything really on the agenda, may not have a meeting. Okay?
Okay,
All right.
great.
Right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Night.
Thank you, Bob, for coming and
You're
giving us
welcome.
answers to the questions that we have. All right, everyone, have a good evening.
You too.